Hello and welcome. So let's get started. We have lines X, Y, and Z. They're parallel. They're cut by a single transversal W. We're given three things. We're given that angle C, this thing right here, is Q minus 3. We're given F. Angle F is U minus 3. And J we're given as, down here, 4U plus 3. Alright, so we have two different variables. We have a Q and we have a U. So the easiest way is going to be, okay, first identify the two angles, right? How do these relate to each other with the same variable? Right, you'll be able to solve for U, and then once you do, make it easier to solve for the second variable, Q. So you say, alright, so here we are given U. In two different angles, F and J. How on earth do F and J relate to each other? Well, let's just bring down angle F, right? What does angle F relate to in these four angles? Well, a couple of ways. You could say, okay, alternate exterior angle, that should be congruent to angle L, right? Or you could say corresponding angle, it's congruent to K. Doesn't matter which one, okay, they're literally both the exact same. So I'm going to say angle L. And that's alright. So that means that F and L are congruent. So now we can see a relationship here. We notice that J and L are on the same side of a line. And we know that anything that adds up on the same side of the line, the angles must add up to 180 degrees, which means that angle J plus angle L is 180. Okay, and we know that angle J is 4U plus 3. And we know that angle L, which is the same as F, is U minus 3. And we know it must equal 180 degrees. Bam. Now you have an equation set up. Solve your equation, right? Combine like terms. 4U plus U, that is 5U. Okay, plus 3 minus 3, that just cancels each other out. So 5U equals 180. And then you would finish solving this by saying, okay, so 180, and then you undo the multiplication with division, so divide by 5, both sides, and we get U equals 36. That's it. Bam. Done. Okay, you solved for U. Now from here, now we can find out what the other variable is. So let's go back. All right, let's identify how C and F relate to each other. All right. Well, angles C and F, how they relate is you'll notice they're both inside of a parallel line, right? On the alternate side of a transversal. These are alternate interior angles. They're literally just equal to each other. That means angle C equals angle F. Well, again, we know angle C, we know it's Q minus 3. Angle F, we know U minus 3. And now, because we just solved for it, we know that U is 36. Which means that in place of U, we can put a 36. Solve for U, right? So, sorry, Q. We already know what U is. So add 3 to both sides, which ironically just cancels it out. And we get Q equals 36 as well. That is a coincidence. It will not be the case, most likely, for your problems as well. But that's how you would solve for it. Okay? And now you say, great, well now, how do we figure out what our three measures of those angles are? Just plug in your variables. You know what Q is, you know what U is, plug it in, right? We know that C is Q minus 3. Q is 36. What's 36 minus 3? 33. That is the measure of angle C. Angle F is literally going to be the exact same thing because we said these were congruent angles. They have to be the same. Alright, and last but not least, angle J. Alright, angle J we said was 4U minus 3. So 4 times U, which we know is 36, plus 3. Sorry, did I say minus 3? I meant plus 3. Alright, 4U plus 3. Okay, so now we have 4 times 36, which is 144. Okay, and then plus 3, 147. Alright, so 144 plus 3, 147. Okay, keep in mind, degree symbol, I'm just writing it down because I can. You don't actually have to type in the degree symbol. Okay, it'll accept it without, simply because there's no button for a degree symbol. So, and that's it. That's how you would tackle this whole problem. Thanks for watching.